Hey everybody. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday, March 24th. I haven't made a video in a week since all this mess has started. Uh, made my video last, I guess, Monday in regards to what I was feeling and what I was thinking after we cut our workforce in half. And half of us worked for the first half of the week, and the second half worked the second half of the week, and blah, blah, blah. And then, as we all know, how things have progressed this past week, specifically Sunday, yesterday, and today, with the additional, I call it shutdowns, whatever you want to call it, shelter at home, all these, I don't know, PC correct terms or whatever, lockdown, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. Um, and So I thought I would make this video right now to, and let me preface with the fact that I just got home a few minutes, about 30 minutes ago or whatever. Uh, our office has officially closed. Those that have the capability to work from home are still, they're going to do what they can with the capabilities that they have. Not everybody has laptops. Not everybody had the need to have a laptop beforehand. Not everybody works out in the field and all that sort of thing. So not everybody had a laptop already, and they only had a limited amount of laptops to then distribute out to extra people. So I am one of the ones that now has been sent home. Yesterday they cut the workforce down even more before the actual announcement. Anybody that had a laptop and that could work from home that was there half to work yesterday, half of the week, they sent them home early. And so then with the announcement today, we have closed the office, and I finished up some things. A friend of mine that we finished up some things, just the two of us. We were the only two in our little department today. We have our specific department is 7 people, and as of today, we only had 2 anyway, because yesterday we had 2 affected because they live in Dallas County. There was 4 of us there yesterday, and so then cut down to 2 this morning. So she and I finished up some things today and hit the road home. But let me preface with the fact that probably the last 2 or 3 hours, most of the day today, I have not been on social media. I have not watched any. I have not watched any press conferences. I have not been on social media. I haven't been on Facebook or anything really that much at all today. If I was, it was earlier this morning, checking some posts, or whatever. And I haven't yet since being home. So I preface that with, this is my reaction. These are my thoughts since what's happened today and leaving and coming home. So these are my thoughts before reading or seeing or talking really to anybody. I've talked to Scott, and that's, about it since leaving the office. And I'm one of the fortunate ones that I will continue to get paid. Right now, it sounds like, it's not an indefinite thing. We do have a board of directors that has to approve stuff and everything. And so, how long this goes on and how long I'll be paid, I'll be paid for a good while right now, but a little while as it stands, what they're estimating, but we don't know. Let me do something really quick. the sorry, clicking noise is bugging me. Um, so I'm sitting at home. I thought I'd make this before, like I said, reading anything, doing anything, whatever. I don't know where to put my phone. And so here we are. I don't know. I mean, I'm not scared per se. It's just, I think we're all anxious, even if you don't normally have anxiety and stuff, because of the unknown. We don't, it's the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen from day to day. And we don't, yes, true. God is ultimately in control. And hopefully guiding many people involved in this, guiding their steps. But at the same time, we, just us, it's like all of this is in somebody else's hands. And we have no control over this. And we don't know, we have no control over what's going to how somebody else is going to handle something that happens. And that's, the government onto, a coworker or your neighbor or a family member. You don't know how somebody's going to react to the next thing that happens or the next thing that's announced. And so we all just have to be as supportive and positive as possible. And if we have a bad moment, then find a way to express it without, taking your feelings out on somebody else. But, you got to have somebody to talk to, reach out to somebody to talk to, regardless of who it is, or text, or however you want to communicate. And be willing, to be that shoulder for somebody if they need it. I know my thoughts are all over the place right now because I just sat down and decided to just do this. But it's just weird. It's just crazy because we've never experienced this lifetime. Most of us, even our, the baby boomers, haven't experienced anything quite like this. So it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and there are people that are not getting paid. As then there's people that are out there working their butts off, and are dog tired, and face the reality of, still being out there with possibly, sick people. All the hospital nurses and doctors and all of the first responders, everybody, pharmacists. My daughter works. One of our daughters works at CVS. So they're not going to close. She's wearing a mask, and I think they're supposed to be getting gloves and everything, and I the mama bear came out yesterday because it was like, Chelsea, you need to call your cardiologist and find out what kind of risk you are. And I texted her to follow up and see if she had done that, and she was like, I'm too busy, I can't. And I texted her back and I said, I don't care how busy you are, you will call your cardiologist and see what they think about what level of risk you may be, and if, in your line of work and all this stuff. Looking at myself, and I can't get a haircut. Supposed to have a haircut tomorrow, no, Thursday evening, and now I can't get my haircut. So, life is just on hold. So much of it. So many, we can all do those projects. I can craft, and I will. I'll have fun, and I'll have distractions, crafting and doing stuff in this house. We've been here over 2 years now. It's time to, purge those closets, purge those things, stuff, cabinets, because you've been here 2 years. What have you used? What have you haven't? Get rid of it. Yeah, I can see some silver linings, but just for distractions. But it doesn't take away from what's really going on. And do we really know everything that's going on? I mean, I know New York and places, they're a lot heavier populated than we are, and closer, the population is really, closed in together, the way they live, high rises, and stuff, and public transportation and all those things. So that plays a big part in it, but still, this is just crazy. Hospitals are scrambling for supplies. Uh, Temporary hospitals are being built in certain areas. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just pray that over the next week or so, as there's more testing available and everything, that I don't open my social media and find that somebody I actually really know or in my circle of friends has this virus. Because of the being so fortunate of doing some of the things that Scott and I have been able to do, the KISS cruise and things like that, we have people we know, people we consider friends that are all over the world. We know people in Germany and Spain and Australia and Canada and so, and all, different states, New York, Connecticut, Georgia, Louisiana, everywhere, Oregon, you know, Oklahoma. We got friends everywhere. And right now, Scott's working. Auto services are considered essential. Yesterday, they had, quite a few cars. Today, it's been like crickets, I mean, so it's a day by day thing there, too. As to, yeah, they're open, but how much are they going to, how many cars and all that stuff, how much are they going to have coming through, So, anyway, I didn't mean to make this so long. I know I'm rambling, but I'm home and going to be home through the date that they gave, April 3rd, which is, so a Friday, so 4th and 5th, April 5th. I guess sometime around and then we'll know what we're going to do from there. Yeah, because of the things I like to do, yeah, I am looking forward to being able to do things that I want to do here. But I'm not looking forward to turning on the TV or watching the next press conference or whatever, or next news story. And those, that stories, I've already, they said that it was, they knew it would come, but so early, they didn't expect it so early. I mean, Cook Children's is, as of yesterday when I read it, have already had 7 children admitted with injuries due to abuse. And 2 of them have already passed away from the injuries from abuse. It's stressful out there. And now, with schools closed and everything, I think I shared an article or a post about it last week or whatever, for school, for a lot of children, regardless of age, was their escape. That was their haven. That was their safe place. And then they could go home and only be home a little amount of time and hopefully, avoid their dysfunctional home as much as possible. And now they can't avoid it. And then the stress is even higher. And so those people that have that tendency to do that, or snap or whatever, I mean, it's just, I can't, it's just hard to think about that, because unfortunately I remember what it was like to not want to go home. Um, and and then of course recently watching that show on Netflix. So I guess that, none of this stuff that I talk about, I'm not dwelling on anything, but when it pops up, that's something that really, it's one of the things that gets me. So anyway, I've rambled too long. This video's too long. I don't even know if it'll fit on Facebook. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to fix my YouTube things, because at the beginning of the year, YouTube changed their securities and all this stuff. You have to make sure your account is labeled a certain thing, if your content is for children or not, and all this stuff, new rules. And I haven't gotten on my desktop or my laptop to actually go into my back office, back thing of my YouTube channel, and change all my settings. So if this is too long and won't go on Facebook directly, I guess I'll have to spend some time and fix my YouTube and upload it on YouTube first, on my YouTube channel, and then share it from there. So yeah, I started a YouTube channel over a year ago. I don't post to it that much. It's just vlogging, about different things about life, and sharing thoughts and opinions, and unboxing of some makeup and fun things about my makeup. There's all kinds of things on my channel, acting goofy, reviewing restaurants, so there's all kinds of things on my YouTube channel. It's called A Dose of Me on YouTube. So anyway, who knows? I need to fix my YouTube channel. I may be putting a lot more stuff out there the next 10 days or so, sharing my thoughts or what I'm doing around here. Maybe I'll post some helpful hints about, I'm cleaning this out. Look what I redid here, Anyway, sorry, again, rambling. But we have a connection here on social media, and now it's probably going to be even more important. One of the ways to stay in touch with people, FaceTime, Facebook, sharing videos, texting, that sharing photos and everything, and calling people on the phone. So y'all be safe, stay healthy, and I hope everybody is well in handling what the news that's come down the last couple of days today. So anyway, reach out if you want to chat or talk, text, whatever, share anything. And that's a dose of me.